Hey guys, this is Eric from 7th Circle Hobbies, and this week we're talking about ambushes and random encounters of the strange kind. Let's face it, eventually your group will have to leave the relative safety of town walls and head into the wilderness. Random encounters and ambushes are a great way to keep your players on their toes, or to fill in a one-night session between major segments of a quest. I try to keep my design simple: trees, a ruin, and some flock. I chose this circle because I think psychologically it represents that danger can come from any direction in the wild. The first few times you use this, I let the night pass quietly. You want players to feel that tension that the woods will naturally produce. Smart players know when new terrain comes out or some cool figures are painted, an encounter is on the way. Let them build with anticipation of what this new piece of terrain means, and maybe even grow complacent when nothing happens night after night. Surprise them when you feel that it's best, and have fun with it. That's what the game is for anyway. This week's build is pretty straightforward. All of the things you need I'll link in the description below. Start off with spreading your tacky glue down. I added some ruins in the center, and in hindsight I probably should have made these modular as well. Once this is done, I cover everything with a black Mod Podge. I then use burnt umber to cover the whole base. Then use some chestnut just to cover the paths that are winding through the different parts of this forest encounter. This is then followed by a dry brush of khaki. The runes get burnt umber followed by chestnut followed by antique white to give it that real aged look. Then use some watered down PVA glue just to create some spotting effects to get the flock down. I also thought it'd be interesting to try and get some vine effects, so I glued some straight lines here as best I could with the bottle, and then got some flocking on here to do the rest. Once that was over, I let that dry and put another layer of PVA glue down to go up a brighter color here to add some variation to the ground cover. If you're into fantasy or D&D, I'd suggest starting here with some of my other videos. As an added bonus, I thought it'd be fun to go back and look through an old Monstrous manual and create a random encounter chart. Feel free to use it or discard it. I'll link it in the description below, but it was kind of fun going down a memory lane here and creating some random forest encounters for you. Enjoy. As we finish up the preview of the build here, I just want to thank all of you guys for joining in and subscribing. Leave me a comment below, tell me what you think and what you'd like to see next. I appreciate you guys watching and enjoy the rest of the video. The weather takes a turn for the worse. Thunder rolls overhead before the hard rain starts to fall. Is it their imagination in the darkness, or are things scrabbling towards them in the dark? Is it just part of the ruins of a long-forgotten civilization, or is it the burial place of the dead that the party has disturbed?